Well, today we're at this beautiful building. It's number 11 Parnell Square East. It's the Poetry Ireland new offices, and we're really excited to go in because we're going to meet the Beadh writers group. So they're a group of older people ranging from mid-60s up to mid-80s, and that's exactly what we'd love to hear from, you know, that particular age group, because they will have tons of memories about growing up in Ireland and their dreams and wishes for the future as well.
They're people who have lived a life and they have a lot of memory and are, I'm sure, pretty wise. I think it'll be a real privilege actually to spend the morning with them.
For this project we went all over the country, and we have been going to schools and talking to older people. We went to Belfast and Galway and Carlow, and we went to Gael School, we went to an Educate Together school, so we've had great fun with the project. The seed of the project came from something very small, a little acorn. You might have a memory which reminds you of growing up and what it was like when you were young, and that would be really interesting thing to send forward into the time capsule, because when you think about it, 2116, it's going to be opened, and how interesting it would be for people to hear what it was like for each of you to grow up, or the memories that you had. So listen, what we might do now is let's get writing.
I want to keep it safe for my grandchildren's grandchildren. Water singing over pebbles. Beyond 3 hours, we learned parsing and analysis, Euclid, Latin verbs.
Dense ivy on the wall shelters a bird's nest, carefully woven with twigs and lined with soft grey down.
It makes me, you know, much more excited about starting the piece now, knowing that there's all this wealth of energy that from all these people that's going to go inside.
It is a whole combination of ideas and sharing, and that's why it is the people's acorn. So now we're right in the heart of Sean McDermott Street. This is Sean McDermott Street Church here, and then this is the daycare centre, and we're about to go in here because it's the Lourdes Daycare Centre, and there's a lot of older people in there ranging from the ages of 60 up to I think even 90. So we're going to go in here and we're going to meet like grandparents or great-grandparents of some of the children back in the other school, and behind us we can see the original Rutland Street School, which is a listed building, an old Victorian building, and it is fantastic that even in the last 50 years there's been a huge change, and that the children have left that school and moved to a beautiful modern school on Sean McDermott Street. But it will be interesting to go in and hear them, and we can't wait to hear their voices. Jimmy, did you grow up in this neighbourhood?
Oh, I did, yes.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. So where did you grow up?
Talbot Street.
Oh,
I was
sure.
born there in 1939.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
There's a big lamp post there everywhere, and we used to put a rope and we'd swing on the lamp post.
When I finished school at 4 o'clock, I was the only one in the family was sent, and they didn't get that bread till 6 o'clock, which means you'd be a couple of hours waiting for a loaf of bread. It was a long hour wait, in the freezing cold.
And we had slates off the roof.
Yeah.
And we used to put water into the sand and batter it together, and you know, that was the butter.
Yeah.
You know, we used to play shop.
Do any of you know Dara Sheehy at all up? He's only an 11-year-old boy up in Rutland. You don't know any of the Sheehys or anything? No. Okay, well, Dara was great today, wasn't he, Rachel?
Oh, he was fantastic, and again, he just wrote this a couple of hours ago, and it's very much written for whoever will be reading it in the future. I will be 111 years old by the time you read this. I wish in the future that everybody will be treated equally. Everybody will have a lovely family like mine. Everybody should have a home. Everybody should have food and drinks. Nobody should be left out. Look after each other. Stop war. No to homelessness. They are all my ideas. I hope these will improve in the future. Hope you have a good life, whoever is reading.
We have to give them a big hug. Give you a round of applause.